Hi everyone, I am R.V. Kiran, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Chevrolet Engineering College. Today, I would like to explain the concept of composite materials technology. Here, I am going to discuss about the topics of polymer matrix composites, matrix resins, thermosetting resins, and thermoplastic resins. So in the first slide, we have the basic classification of composite materials based on the matrices. So in this classification on matrices based, it is divided into three types, that is polymer matrix composites, metal matrix composites, and ceramic matrix composites, shortly called as PMC, MMC, and CMC. Further, polymer matrix composites, that is PMC, is divided into three categories such as thermosetting resins, thermoplastic resins, and rubber. Going to the main concept, we have to know the basics of the composite materials and polymers. So, first of all, what is a polymer? So, the word polymer itself tells the meaning. Poly means many, mer means repeated units. So, many repeated units of the molecules which combine to form a bond. Say polymer is a large molecule consist and composed of repeated structural units typically connected by covalent chemical bonds. So here we are seeing some examples of the polymers: polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, and polypropylene. So in the polyethylene, HCH bond is the repeated unit. Going to the polyvinyl chloride, HCl is the repeated unit, and for polypropylene, HCH is the repeated unit. So in the every example we have seen the repeated units of the molecules. Further, it is considered as the polymer. Next, what is polymer matrix composites? So it is the material consisting of polymer, that is resin as a matrix, combined with a fiber reinforcement. So we are using here reinforcement as fibers and fillers. So these fibers are either short or long. So we can use being on the purpose only. So polymer matrix composites are very popular due to their low cost and simple manufacturing methods and fabrication methods. So that is why we are using polymer matrix composites in the research and other areas. Next, we have already defined the reinforcement and matrix composites. So in the reinforcement, the principal loading bearing member is the polymer, and in the matrix, which provides a medium for binding and holding the reinforcement together into a solid form. So in the first picture, we are seeing the matrix form of a polymer composite. So there some layers are formed during a solid composite. But in the second picture, we are seeing about the long or short fibers that are used as a reinforcement. So in the gaps, we have been used the fillers. So it also protects the reinforcement from environmental degradation and serves to transfer load from one insert, so that is fibers or flakes or particles, to the other. So it also provides good surface finish and good color and good texture to the surface of the material, and good durability and other functional properties to the material. Next, we have to classify the polymers. So based upon the basic classification, They are divided into four types. First one is the linear polymer, second one is the thermoplastic polymer, third one is the thermosetting polymer, and last one is the elastomers. So first one, going to the first one, linear polymer is the polymer in which molecules are in the form of chains. So this is in the form of a simple straight line. Only linear means straight line. The polymers or molecules arranged in the polymers are in a straight line. No separated bonds have been formed there. But in the thermoplastic polymers, there have been branched polymers. So branched means like a stems in the tree. So we have been seen through the stems in the tree. So there are some branches and stems and other leaves. So there is no linear polymers, only parallel and perpendicular polymers, branched chains are there, in which chains of molecules are not interconnected to the one another. So next, going to the third polymers, thermosetting polymers. So polymers that are heavily cross-linked to produce a strong three-dimensional network structure. So here three-dimensional network structure means x direction, y direction, as well as the z direction. And last one is the elastomers. In these elastomers, the elastic deformation is greater than 200%. So that means highly deformed elastic limit than the other polymers. So that's why we named it as the elastomers. So classification of polymers, we have seen the pictures here. So first one, A1 is the linear polymer, which is a straight line or linear line. So the arrangement of molecules have been seen in the picture. And next one is the branched polymers, which is a side lines to the linear polymers. So there is a side path like structure in the linear polymers, but the molecules have been arranged in the straight manner or continuous manner. But in the third, cross-linked polymers, the molecules have been arranged here and there, that is randomly arranged. But in the last polymers, ladder polymers, the molecules are arranged in the parallel lines, but to the connectivity of the parallel lines, there is a single link molecule there. So you have gone through the picture there. D is the ladder polymer. So a single molecule is attached or linked between the two parallel linear polymers. So this is the molecular chain configuration of polymers. Next one is the polymerization. So polymerization means it is the method of doing polymers or research the polymers. So condense the polymers. So we have two types of polymerizations here: condensation polymerization and addition polymerization. So going through the first one, condensation polymerization, it is the stepwise reaction of molecules occurs, and in each step of molecule there occurs a simple compound and there is a byproduct as well. So the example for the condensation polymer is epoxy. Next one is the addition polymerization. So in the additional polymerization, there is nothing about the byproduct, but a monomers are joined to form a polymer without the byproduct. So but in the condensation polymerization, there is a byproduct for every molecule. But in the addition polymerization, there is no need of the byproduct, but there will be monomers that are joined to form a polymer. So the example for the additional polymerization are polyethylene, and the degree of polymerization for the polyethylene is 10 power 3 to 10 power 5. So the number of monomers units in a chain are 10 power 3 to 10 power 5. So based upon the basic classification of PMC, that is polymer matrix composites, first one is the thermoplastics. So in these thermoplastics, polymers are soften or melt, that is this is not a fixed bonds. So there are no fixed bonds in the thermoplastics. There are only free bonds or free molecules. So when heating, they are softened or they will melt. So this is called as thermoplastic polymers, and they are suitable for the liquid flow forming. So the example from the thermoplastics are polyethylene. So for the both conditions, that is low and high density, both conditions, polyethylene is the best example, and second one is the polystyrene. So when going to see the polystyrene in the picture, second picture, so there are linear polymers. So the chain is linear and the molecules are arranged in the linear model. So there is no amount, there is no condition of fixed bonds here, only free bonds are there. Next one, they are held in the place by weak secondary bonds. That is, we are also known as van der Waals bonds and hydrogen bonds. So these thermoplastics are either be amorphous or semi-crystalline. So what is the amorphous or semi-crystalline? So in the recrystallization of temperature, we have seen the different types of solids there. So amorphous solids, semi-crystalline solids, crystalline solids. So in this, amorphous or semi-crystalline are used in thermoplastics. So in the amorphous solids, there is a molecules are randomly arranged, but in the semi-crystalline structure, the molecules are arranged in a orderly fashion. So you have gone through these two pictures, you will be understand that first one is the amorphous and second one is the semi-crystalline. So in the amorphous, the molecules are arranged in the randomly, so here and there, but in the semi-crystalline, they are arranged in the orderly fashion. So orderly fashion means some amount of parallel and perpendicularity. So examples for the thermoplastic resins. So generally it is used in the industry purpose or the research purpose. So thermoplastic resins examples are nylon, polyester, PEEK, polyphenol sulfide, polycarbonate, acetyl, polyethylene and Teflon. So first one is the nylon. So nylon is generally made of repeated units like peptide bonds. So it is made combined with the peptide bonds, and these are also known as polyamides. So nylons can also be defined into polyamides. So there are several types in the nylon, that includes nylon 6, nylon 66 and nylon 11. These are the general names of the types of nylon, and the characteristics of nylon are it has good surface appearance and good lubricity. So good lubricity means surface finish is good and the surface appearance also good, and this also consists of they absorb moisture, which affects the properties and the dimensional stability of the part. And next one is the polypropylene. So these are consists of monomer polypropylenes, so which is a low cost and low density polymer. So it is also available in many grades such as copolymers, that is ethylene and propylene. But going to the characteristics, it has the low density of all the polymers, that is of all the thermoplastics, but offers good strength and stiffness, chemical resistance and fatigue resistance. So generally we use the, and in the research purpose they use the polypropylene in the high manner. Next one is the, it has a high resistance to the electricity and useful for electronic components. Third one is the polyether ether ketone, so shortly named as PEEK. So these are also obtained by step growth polymerization. Step growth polymerization means stabilized polymerization. So stage wise stabilized polymerization ni manam step growth polymerization anukochu. Next, PEEK offers the possibility of use at high service temperatures, and these are continuously used at 250 degrees centigrade. So it is a very high temperature considered to polymers, but on the 250 degrees centigrade also we can use the PEEK. Next one is the characteristics. it has a good radiation resistance, low coefficient of friction, and the good outstanding wear and abrasion resistance. So these are the characteristics of polyether ether ketone. So next one, the polyphenyl sulfide, and these are the some of the examples. So in this slide, we used to define the thermoplastic resin properties. So it has been divided into 4 columns: resin material, density, tensile modulus, and tensile strength. So first one is the types of resin materials, that is nylon, PEEK, PPS, polyester, and other. Next one is the density, 1.1, 1.3, it is the density of each and every resin material. And next the tensile modulus and tensile strength. So defining about the density, polyethylene has the low density, that is 0.921. We have already discussed in the last slide that polyethylene has the low density of all the resin materials. Going to the tensile modulus, that is tensile strength, it has PEEK has the highest tensile modulus, that is 3.5 to 4.4. Next, going to the tensile strength, PEEK has the highest tensile strength, that is 100. So next, going to the second classification, that is thermosetting resins, shortly named as thermosets. So in the thermosets, the bonds are, the molecules are fixed in the manner which there consists of a fixed bonds. So if you heated and break the chain, it will not use for the recycling purpose or other cycling purpose, other usage purpose. So if the molecules in the polymers are cross linked in the form of a network, they do not soften or heating. So if we break the chain, there is no soften on heating. So such polymers are called as thermosetting polymers. So which is, these polymers are also called as network polymers also. So better, this is very harder than the thermoplastic resins. So next one is the pictorial picture of the thermosettings. So which is the cross linked manner and the polymer chain. When heating, it defines the same shape. So which is the extensive cross linking formed by the covalent bonds. So it has such a strong covalent bond between the polymer chains and cannot be easily broken. So these polymers keep the shape on heating also. So next one is the graphical structure of the glass transition temperature. So which is for the polymers. Here you consider the melting temperature and the glass transition temperature. So in the melting temperature, there will be rise and fall, but in the glass transition temperature, there is orderly increasing of the heat. So when orderly increasing of the heat, there is the temperature will also increase. Next, types of the thermosetting resins. So these are the different types of thermosetting resins: epoxy, polyester resins, phenolics, vinyl esters, cyanide esters, and polyamide. Let us discuss about the some of the thermosetting types. So first one is the epoxy. So epoxy is a polymer that contains an epoxide group, so which is a chemical structure. So we have seen in the below picture also. So these epoxy resins may be reacted either with themselves through the catalysts or wide range of co-reactants. So example for the epoxies are diacetyl ether or bisphenol A. So and these characteristics for the epoxy are, these are highly stable to the chemical attacks and serves up to temperature of 140 degrees centigrade. So in the before slides, we have discussed about the polyethylene, which serves up to a temperature of 250 degrees also. So considering to the that temperature, it is somewhat low. Next, it has slow shrinkage during curing. Curing means ఆరబెట్టడం. సో ఎప్పుడైతే హీట్ చేస్తున్నామో, హీట్ చేసి మళ్ళీ కూలింగ్ చేయాల్సినప్పుడు ఈ కూలింగ్ చేసే విధానాన్ని మొత్తాన్ని కూడా క్యూరింగ్ అంటున్నాం అన్నమాట. నెక్స్ట్, సెకండ్ టైప్ ఈజ్ ది polyesters. So a polyester has a condensation reaction between the glycol and unsaturated compounds, so that results in the polyester. So the main characteristics are, it is very cheap considered to the other thermosetting resins and offers excellent corrosion resistance, and it has a resistance to the variety of chemicals and used up to 75 degrees centigrade. So but the temperature here are somewhat less than the other polyesters, so other polymer resins. Next one is the phenolics. So phenolics also offers high temperature resistance, good electrical properties, good wear resistance, and good chemical resistance and dimensional stability. But depending upon the dark color, phenolics are generally dark in color, so which are reaction of phenol and formaldehyde, so there is somewhat dark in color. So this is the thermosetting resins properties of epoxies, phenolics and polyesters. So the density of these three resins are somewhat same, so 1.2 to 1.4, so 1.2 to 1.4 and 1.1 to 1.4, but the tensile modulus and tensile strength are somewhat different to the epoxy. So epoxy is greater than the other resins considering on the properties. So what is a role of matrix? So already discussed about the matrix and reinforcement in the starting slides. So a matrix holds the fibers together, which is in the form of a fibers and fillers. So the fibers is in the format of short fibers or long fibers, but it also protects the fibers from the environmental also. So environmental condition, that is temperature and pressure conditions. It also enhances the transfer properties of a laminate and carry interlaminar shear. So that is the failure. So failure property of the material. So that these are the desired properties of a matrix: reduced moisture, low shrinkage, low coefficient, good flow characteristics, dimensional stability, excellent chemical resistance, and elastic to the transfer load to fibers. So we have already seen the desired properties in the thermosettings and thermoplastic resins. So these are the desired properties of a matrix. Coming to the end of the PPT, these are the brief classification of the polymer matrix composites. Thank you. Thank you for all the presentation.